वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमेक पुरुष पुराना श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीर धारी कृपां तमहं प्रपद्ये मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Warm welcome everyone in the study session of Bhagavad Gita, and today we'll try to understand what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. In today's day and age, we all are after essence. And essence is good. It is very good to know. In beating about the bush, we get certainly us practicing Krishna consciousness. It is of utmost necessity, importance for us to understand the essence of the message of not only Bhagavad Gita, Krishna consciousness. And this is must. The sooner the essence strikes our consciousness, the sooner we are intrigued, fascinated, attracted by the essence. Our vision, practice, our aim, aspiration will change like anything, will evolve and transform like anything. Actually, Krishna consciousness, no, bhakti is pure and it is such an engagement. Krishna consciousness, it can never actually be on a slow track, no. And if we are actually doing it in a slow track, then we have not yet fully understood, imbibed the message of Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the mood, the mission of Mahaprabhu. What is it that he has come to give us? So the essence in whatever we do, the essence is of utmost necessary importance for us to understand. Otherwise, we are growing in life, say, but just in years or height. We want to grow in our consciousness and truly understand what is the purpose of life and how can I glorify life, how can I glorify death. And one of the challenges in this day and age is to stay motivated. Very difficult task on a daily basis to stay motivated. And even so, more difficult is to motivate someone else, to continually encourage or motivate someone else. Tremendously difficult. But when we are under the shelter of Shri Guru and Gaurang, when we are under the shelter of the message of Bhagavad Gita, we will find ourselves thoroughly motivated. Our understanding, vision, practice of life will be towards transcendence, towards the attainment of the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. So we try to understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, transcendental dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna, uh, spread out in 18 chapters, 700 shlokas. So what is that shloka which actually brings out the essence of Bhagavad Gita? What is the essence, the sar of Bhagavad Gita overall? And beautiful dialogue, Arjuna again was hopeless altogether, such lacking in motivation and clarity. And through this dialogue, he found continuous clarity and endless motivation, hope, everything. But Bhagavad Gita, this dialogue is not just for us to find hope and motivation, no. Uh, First and foremost, to understand we are not this body, we are spirit soul, but that is also is not good enough. And the entire Krishna conscious literatures, they are all very rasdar. They are all very rasik. These Krishna conscious literatures, full of juice, full of mallows, right? Now, in this literatures, even Bhagavad Gita, although where was it spoken in a battlefield, in a battlefield war zone, na? and Krishna is encouraging Arjuna to fight. But we see, even though spoken on battlefield, we still find what, that it is very, it has got rasa mellows in it, very sweet. We can see this, and you see the or every life question and answer, every philosophical life question and answer can easily get settled through the study of Bhagavad Gita. Every question and answer will get nicely settled. Then us practitioners, Krishna conscious practitioners, practicing Krishna consciousness, nectar of instruction and Bhagavad Gita combined together, say, they answer everything for us to attain the perfection in life, the highest goal for us. Nectar of instruction and Bhagavad Gita, uh, both they answer everything very nicely. They bring out. So our study of Bhagavad Gita should be, uh, if the foundation is very nicely created, na, this study of Bhagavad Gita, the foundation for our study of Bhagavad Gita, then the concepts or say philosophy, then uh, Bhagavatam, which is 12 story, Shrimad Bhagavatam. Now then this 12 stories of our Shrimad Bhagavatam will come about very nice. The 12 story of Shrimad Bhagavatam. If the foundation of our Krishna conscious practice is very nice, then the uh, Shrimad Bhagavatam message and Chaitanya Charitamrita, everything will come out very nice. So this Rastar message of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna consciousness all together, we try to understand. Now, normally the essence of Bhagavad Gita, when it is said amongst devotee community, I would say, amongst devotee communities, when the essence, the message of Bhagavad Gita is spoken about, what is understood is what comes to straight away is the one of the most popular shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Now, those who have read cover to cover can identify. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshashami masucha. Maybe if someone can share on screen, also can share this 1866 Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 66, wherein Krishna says, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I will free you from all sinful reactions. Do not worry, do not fear. Many times we might be thinking that this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita 1866, this is what the essence is of Bhagavad Gita. Or as sometimes, mainly in India, we hear, oh, what is the message of Bhagavad Gita? What is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? That do your karma and do not worry about results. Karm karo, fal ki ichha na karo. That karmani evadhikarastha ma phaleshu kadachana. That you have a right to perform your duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Do not consider yourself to be the doer, and do not be attached to not doing your duty. So many say that the essence of Bhagavad Gita is this, that perform your duty, karm karuna, be a good karm yogi. That is not the essence, that is not at all the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Externally, it appears that okay, Krishna also yes encouraged Arjuna to fight to do his duty, but our real duty is what, the duty of the soul, which is to love and serve Krishna. We will find saturation when we are in pure loving service to Krishna. Then only we will find saturation. Otherwise, this karma yoga, what it will just make us a good karmi, means a good person in this world who is good, who has got good duty, moral values, uh, who is performing his duties more very nicely in relationship with Krishna, in conjunction with Krishna, and towards society, as a father, husband, son. in whatever capacity, student, working people, citizen, like that. But it does not end there. Na? Krishna speaks about Karma Yoga. Krishna speaks about different yogas. Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, different Gyan Yoga, all of these different yogas, and Bhakti Yoga. And why? To actually demonstrate that Bhakti Yoga is the topmost. And one who is performing bhakti yoga, loving devotional service, then who is doing everything is included in it. He doesn't need to do any karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana, ashtanga, or any of that. No. But one who is not doing bhakti yoga, he has to do whatever he does, and he wouldn't find the true fruit of it. And this karma yoga, dhyan yoga, or any other yoga, even in them yoga systems, attain a level of bhakti has to be there. Without bhakti, there's no perfection of yoga. So, what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? To do your duty dutifully is not the essence of Bhagavad Gita. To have a good sense and mind control is not the essence of Bhagavad Gita. To have limited desires or to have a good control over one's desires is not the essence of Bhagavad Gita. To live life detached, to live life not attached to matter or sense gratification or society and all, but do good, again, is not the message of Bhagavad Gita. And extremely important for us to understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna spoke, overall everything was spoken in second chapter. But out of his kindness, we and to give us more elaboration, because we need validation, we need clarity, we need more elaboration and proof sort of thing and all. So Krishna spoke third, fourth, all the way till 18th chapter. He spoke everything. And now the three shlokas in Bhagavad Gita, they cover the message, they bring about the essence altogether. Look, before going into, say, first we can see little bit 1863. Then we'll try to understand 1864, 65, 66. So Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 63. Such beautiful uh, Krishna is telling to Arjuna na, in 1863, Iti te jnanamakyatam guhyad guhyataram maya vimrishete dasheshena yatha chesi tatha kuru. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna that I've spoken to you, I've told you knowledge which is more confidential than confidential. Say, I've explained this to you, and have you listened attentively and all? Have your doubts say been dispelled? Is there anything more you want to know? Say, I can repeat you. And then what he's saying? Yeah, thus I have explained to you. Uh, Knowledge still more confidential, deliberate on this, and then act as you like, do as you wish. So this is Krishna saying, and he's demonstrating yathe chesi tatha kuru. He's demonstrating, look, I've told you enough. Still, if you want to know more, I can tell you, and now you do as you like. Now we were trying to discuss, right, that what what is more easy? Let me take this as a question. What is more easy, to make money or to be detached from money? What, like we see now, God, Krishna, Bhagwan in Sanskrit, one who possesses six opulences in full. What are those opulences? Beauty, name, fame, strength, knowledge, then wealth, riches, wealth, and renunciation. Right now, is it more easy to look beautiful, or is it more easy to be detached from beauty? What is more easy? I believe it is more easy to look beautiful, right? Buy Fair and Lovely, it comes in India and in UK, Europe. So much of cosmetic products come now. One of the biggest industries, I think, could be this makeup industry. Such huge, big industry. Now, You can apply some sort of makeup, dress well, deodorant, perfume, and all, and look a bit smart, presentable beauty. Also, they say na, that something like this: a fool is undiscovered until he starts speaking. Many times we see some person might be dressed very well. He or she might be dressed very well and presentable, looks so good, uh, very nicely dressed. But once they start speaking and all, oh, they don't make sense. They don't look any beautiful. So, is it easy to be more look more beautiful than to be detached from beauty? Imagine if every one of us consider ourselves to be beautiful to some extent, or we feel, oh no, I don't look fine. I'm too tall or too short, too lean, this and that, whatnot. But all of us, if I may say, we all are obsessed by beauty, by our own uh, temporary bodily beauty attractions. So for someone to appear beautiful is more easy than actually to be detached from this bodily beauty. For someone to earn fame is perhaps more easy than to be detached from fame. Imagine a beautiful person and detached. Wow. Attracts very much, right? Someone beautiful and same time he is very detached as well. Very attractive then. Someone wealthy, but he has no pride or arrogance of his wealth, who is detached from money, say, very attractive. Someone knowledgeable, but he has no, again, arrogance of his knowledge, who is detached from his knowledge, say. Amazing quality. So to be detached is an amazing quality. And Krishna here, he's saying that I've spoken to you all the more confidential. And now you do as you like. He's not attached to his words. Like we see beautiful what? Krishna. He appeared in the prison house, in the prison of Kamsa, his uncles, in prison in Mathura. And prior to his appearance, his father, Vasudev ji, he had promised to Kamsa that as soon as my eighth child will be born, or actually he said like a bit that whenever I have a child, I will bring my child to you, and you can do whatever you do with the child, whatever you like. If you want to kill the child, you can kill the child. I will submit my child to you as soon as they are born. So first child born, submitted, died. Second child born, and the Vasudev Ji, the father himself, is carrying the child to the palace of Kamsa and giving it to Kamsa, and he mercilessly kills the child. Second child, same thing. Third child, same thing. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh child, they say, was lost. Now, eight, Krishna is born. So Vasudev Ji, Krishna's father, he made this promise to Kamsa that whenever I will have a child, I will submit it to you. But when Krishna appeared, he did not submit. Yeah. He did not keep his words. He did not keep his promise. He was not attached to his promise actually. He was more attached to Krishna, Krishna's joy, Krishna's beauty, Krishna's safety, Krishna's will, Krishna's desire, than to his promise given to Kamsa, than to attach to his words or promise given to Kamsa. Likewise, us sadhakas practicing Krishna conscious devotees, we should be more attached to devotees, Vaishnavas, and Sri Guru. And we shouldn't be attached to our own words, our own imagination, our own desires, and all. In this path of Krishna consciousness, there is no scope for this sort of this is mine, independent of the desire of Shri Guru. No, there's no scope for that. Independent of the desire of Hari Guru Vaishnava, we don't want to do anything which does not come within the circle of desire of Hari Guru Vaishnava. So Vasudev ji, he did not hand over Krishna to Kamsa. No, when comes to Krishna's protection and all, yeah, he said, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, I abandon this morality. I abandon chastity, I abandon truth. What good is the truth which does not bring me closer to Krishna? What's the point of the truth which does not make me fall in love with Krishna, which does not make me come closer to Krishna, which does not make me become attached to Krishna, which is not for the joy of Krishna, which is not for the protection of Krishna? We understand God is all powerful, He does not need any protection, He's all capable and He's self satisfied and everything. But this is the emotion Krishna and his devotees share. So it is easy to amass everything in this world, still in comparison to being detached. Being detached is a great quality. It is a great quality. So Krishna here is saying that I'm not attached to even what I say. But look his heart, look at his love. How much love has he got for us? Then the very next verse, 1864, Krishna says what? Sarvaguhya tamam bhuya shrinu me paramam vacha ishtosi me dridamiti tato vyakshami te hitam. He says, because you are my very dear friend, I am speaking to you my supreme instruction, Sarva Guhya Tamam Bhuya. And the supreme instruction, most confidential instruction. I am speaking to you. And hear it from me attentively. And why I'm saying this for all your benefit. Hear it for your own benefit. I'm speaking this. So actually, Bhagavad Gita ended in a way. It ended in the second chapter. Okay, fine. Krishna's grace, His kindness. He continued. Then 1863, it ended. He said, "Okay, do as you wish." But no. Then Krishna could not resist. Like we see when from the womb of Uttara, Parikshit was to take birth. Now, Ashwadhama released this Brahmastra, this weapon, aimed at Uttaras, to kill Uttara's womb and kill Parikshit, Arjuna's grandson, in the womb of Uttara. And Krishna, he is everywhere. He manifested, he appeared in the womb of Uttara to protect Abhimanyu. And of he was so engrossed. He wanted to make it so sure. He took it so personal, say that he appeared. First, he thought, okay, let me take the mace, but and smash the weapon, Brahmastra. But what if the mace has some problems? Say? Huh? What if no, no? Let me take the Sudarshan Chakra as well. So he gets Krishna is very personal personality, and he gets tremendously involved. And that is what is bhakti is to make Krishna involved, to make Krishna kind of engaged with us. That is what is bhakti, that is what we aspire, we desire. So Krishna is Bhagavad Gita ended 1863, but it is kindness is continuing. And entire Bhagavad Gita, like we see, so many instructions Krishna has given to Arjuna, right? Some of them are general instructions. You are not this body, you are spirit, soul. It's just a starting general information instruction. Quite a few general instructions that eat, sleep, regulate, do not overeat, do not oversleep, do not overplay and all general instructions that you have a duty to perform. General instructions. Now some instructions they bring a bit more light to the mm, proclivity of the soul proper. Some are more confidential, a bit more confidential. But now what Krishna is speaking 1864, 65, 66 is the most confidential, ultimate. So actually the message of Bhagavad Gita, the essence of Bhagavad Gita is 1865. That is the essence of Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mamevasyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. This is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mamevasyasi satyam te pratijani priyosi me. Krishna is saying, we can see just the translation. Always, translation is coming on the screen. So, man mana bhava mad bhakto. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this, because you are my very dear friend. This is the qualification for us to understand the essence, the message, or understand anything from Bhagavad Gita. Is we have to have an open mind, open heart. Uh, We have to this desire to understand this message. We have to this desire, have to have this desire to know the message. And yes, we make relevant inquiries, we ask questions, we make relevant inquiries, and then we serve as well. See, we can be actually as Krishna conscious as we want to be. If we have the desire in this life, it is all about building this desire. Okay, screen share can be screen. It is all about building the desire. If we really desire to attain Krishna, then yes, in this life itself, we can attain Krishna. It's to come to the desire. And it is in good, inspiring association that we can have build such desire, we can have such a desire. So Krishna says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. Hmm. Surrender is not the end, surrender is the beginning. The fruit of surrender is this. What is the use? What is the value? What is the worth? What is the fruit of surrender? That by surrendering only, I will be able to always think of Krishna. I'll be able to become his devotee. I will be able to worship him and I will be able to offer homage to him. What is the point? Otherwise, the point of surrender. So, the essence, the sar, the fruit of surrender is this. And you see, we'll find in Vedic literatures, it is all Sambandh Abhiday Prayojan. Sambandh meaning me and my relationship with Krishna, me and my relationship with material world, me and my relationship with other living entities and all. Then, what is the means to revive, purify, make perfect that relationship with Krishna, with other living entities, with this world? That is Abhidaya. And Prayojan, what is the outcome? What is the result of being in a loving relationship with Krishna? So now, why do I practice Krishna consciousness? What is the purpose? What is the result outcome of it? So the Prayojan, the purpose, the result, the outcome of practicing Krishna consciousness, the purpose of Bhagavad Gita, this has to come at the forefront. This has to be at the beginning. Say. So if we see 1864, 65, 66. 64, in a way, Krishna is telling, okay, relationship, why am I saying this to you? Because you are my very dear friend and all. And he's bringing the Prayojan before the Abhidaya. 1865 comes before 1866, right? So the prayojan is 1865, the goal, the purpose. And 1866 is the means. Sarva Dharman Parityaja, surrender is the means to come to this attainment of this goal, the purpose. That we always remember Krishna and we never forget Krishna. That is the fruit. And we want to attain this fruit, sublime fruit of loving devotional service. So the sar, the message of Bhagavad Gita is this. Sarva Dharman Manmana Bhav Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. That we always remember Krishna, we become his devotee, we worship him, we offer our homage to him. Now this is a transcendental dialogue Krishna had with Arjuna. And for us as well, for us, this message to transpire in our consciousness, Krishna played different roles. Na? He appeared as a uh, spiritual master to Arjuna, sorry. Krishna appeared as a spiritual master to Arjuna. Krishna appeared as a friend as well, elder brother, same father, mother, and God as well. And they had this dialogue. For us as well, Guru Mukha Padmavakya Chitete Koriyakya. When we hear from the divine transcendental lotus mouth of spiritual master, then the message will penetrate in our heart. And the fruit of that hearing is what? Shri Guru Charanyarati. Ei se uttamagati. The fruit of all this hearing, reading, japa, what we do is to develop pure loving sentiment, pure loving attachment at the transcendental lotus feet of Shri Guru. This is the purpose, the prayojan altogether. Prem has to be the prayojan, prem is the prayojan. And as we again and again, often and often, and lovingly, and not jokingly, no, not jokingly, but lovingly, we say, we aspire to be Prem Prayojan Das Das Anudas, right? Prem should be the Prayojan, Prem is the Prayojan. We mean it. We lovingly mean this, not jokingly. And we aspire to be the servant of this Prem Prayojan. That is the mission that Guru Maharaj has brought in front of us, Srila Prabhupada has given us, right? That this Prem Prayojan. Otherwise, what do we know? What clue do we have? We don't have any clue, right? We don't know who is Prem Prayojan, what is Prem Prayojan, what it means. But this is what Srila Prabhupada, our acharyas, Srila Gurudev, he wants us to become servant of the servant of the servant of this Prem Prayojan. So this Sarva Dharman Parityaja is the means to give us, lead us to this end. Man mana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Nothing in life we get without becoming surrendered. Nothing comes. And believe it or not, we all are surrendered anyways. Now we are surrendered to our senses. But practicing Krishna consciousness, we want to be surrendered at the transcendental loving lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. So Sarva Dharman is not the essence of Bhagavad Gita or anything else, karma or no. Uh, the essence of Bhagavad Gita is to love and serve Krishna wholeheartedly. Always think of Krishna and never forget Krishna. Always remember Krishna. That is the essence, to become his devotee. Now Arjuna, as he heard this essence say in Bhagavad Gita, always think of me. Now, actually, in today's fast paced life, we have time to do everything but not thinking. Na? We are such a creature, we like to act first and think later. Thinking is not our strong. Or when we think, also, we do daydreaming. We think of the future or the past, and it's all bodily based thinking and all. And what to speak of thinking of Krishna? Wow, that is transcendental. And see, to think once of Krishna is fine, or maybe twice or thrice. But always think of me, Krishna is saying. Man mana bhav mat bhakto. Always think of me. So to think always is a big task. It's not easy. Now, Krishna consciousness for us is exactly like this. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, what that it is like the desire, the hankering, the mood, the desire of a child, hmm, to climb, to jump and catch the moon. What? The child sees the moon and he falls in love with the moon. He likes the moon. He wants to have the moon. He wants to play with the moon. And he's jumping to play with the moon. Now, how much big long jump the child makes, can he catch the moon? No, not at all. Can he touch the moon? No. But there is only one way. What? That the moon out of his own sweet will, the moon out of his own sweet will, out of his own desire, if the moon comes down or the moon gives his hand to the child, then the child can be lifted. Now, for us as well, japa and everything, there has to be a call in our prayer. The surrender is in a mood. Surrender is with a mood and loving mood. Surrender is not just, okay, I've done my bit, I've done the duty. No, it is out of love altogether. Krishna says, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stateva bhajami ham. As one surrenders, I reward them accordingly. Now, surrender, in whatever mood we surrender, Krishna rewards it to us. And mood meaning love. In whatever loving sentiment, with whatever loving mood. So this is Krishna consciousness. We make tremendous efforts. We make all efforts. But all our efforts should be just to attract that mercy of Krishna. On our own, we can never be Krishna conscious. No. Unless we attain the mercy, the grace of Guru and Gaurang, there is no scope. There is no scope for us. And we see, I believe in Katha Upanishad it comes na, Nayam Atma Pravachinena Labhyo, Na Medasa Bahuna Shrutena, Yam Eva Se Vrinute Tena Labhyas, Tasyeva Atma Vivranute Tanum Swam. Nayam Atma Pravachena Labhyo. Krishna is saying, I am not obtained by what? By good hearing or good speaking. One who is an eloquent speaker, na Pravachena Labhyo. Na medasa na bahuna shrutena, nor by someone who has a very good memory or intelligence or knowledge, nor am I attainable by someone who has heard a lot, who has read a lot of the scriptures and all. No. He is attainable. Krishna meets someone only whom he desires to meet. As simple as that. He is attainable. He gives himself to someone only whom he desires. Otherwise, doesn't matter how much efforts we want, Krishna will still be far off from us. But if he wants us, like in society, na, and definitely in Krishna consciousness, society may or may not be in Krishna consciousness, it is not easy to give our heart to Krishna. No, no. No, Krishna is a distant personality for us. Look, the stages in devotional service we see, na? Shraddha, faith. It begins with faith. In faith, we take devotee association. Then bhajana kriya. We engage ourselves in devotional service. Then anartha nivritti. We free ourselves from unwanted activities, which brings us to a stage of conviction. And when we are convinced, then our practice, we relish the practice. We develop a good taste in our practice of Krishna consciousness. And then comes attachment. We become attached to Krishna. We become attached to the joy of Krishna, to the well being of Krishna, to the service of Krishna, to his devotees. Then we develop a transcendental emotion and ultimately Krishna Prem. Now, in this life, as practicing Krishna consciousness, we pray, we aim to come at least to the level of attachment. Attachment is concentrated, attachment is deep, attachment is one pointed. So we have to come to the level of attachment. This stage of conviction is mind deep. That yes, I'm convinced of the process because the mind has found his resolve, so he's convinced of the process. So, stage of conviction is mind deep. Then, taste, having a taste in the practice of Krishna consciousness is at the stage of intelligence. That yes, my intelligence is now fully locked in Krishna consciousness, so I'm relishing Krishna consciousness. But the stage of attachment is ego deep or soul deep, hmm? Chitta deep, ego deep. It is Atma deep, say. So, and we have to go Atma deep, soul deep in our japa, in our practice of Krishna consciousness, so that we can come to this stage of Man Mana Bhav Mad Bhakto. Now, we see that Arjuna in this battlefield now always think of Krishna. Wow, in a loving mood and Krishna na, in his Sham Sundar form. We cannot do this actually. This is beyond us. This is not our capacity. We cannot do this at all. No. Again, thought is the most subtle and powerful. Desire, thought, it is a rule, right? What? Subtle rules over the gross. It is a fact. Now, thought and desires, they are very subtle, na? Action is gross. So, karm yog, karm action is gross. Subtle is knowledge. Yeah? Subtle is thought, desire. Very subtle and very powerful. So, this the thought and desires tremendously subtle, tremendously powerful. To be thinking of Krishna, na, it's not easy. It has to be very, our focus, our absorption has to be very concentrated, tremendously. And in this day and age, so much of distraction, and even in bygone ages, no, is not. So actually, if we see who in scriptures could glorify, who in scriptures could uh, s- certified or glorified this desire of Krishna, that always think of me. There are many devotees, but none like the gopis. And among the gopis as well, none like the chief gopi, Srimati Radharani. Always thinking of Krishna, the gopis. We see Krishna mm, left Vrindavan, and now there are different leelas, different pastimes. Na? Prakata Prakash, Aprakat Prakash, manifested, unmanifested. In the Nitya Dham, there is no leaving out of Vrindavan. In the eternal pastimes, Krishna never steps out of Vrindavan. But then, in to create some excitement, halchal, romanch, and all, yeah, Krishna adopts the bhav like in Dwarka, a different bhav. Krishna, but in a different mood. In Mathura, in Dwarka. So then the gopis, they cry in absorption of Krishna. They cry in remembrance of Krishna. They think of Krishna. Now from Dwarka, Krishna sends Uddhava to go to Vrindavan. Who is Uddhava? Krishna's friend, the most knowledgeable personality. This disciple of Brihaspati, so knowledgeable, tremendously wise, and Krishna's friend, very good friendship, highly philosophical, like no match for Uddhava. And Krishna sends him to Dwarka, that go to Dwarka and look at the state of the Brajvasis. Sorry, Mathura, Vrindavan. Krishna sends Uddhava to go to Vrindavan. Go to Vrindavan, look at the state of the Brajvasis, my friends. And in Vrindavan, there's only two relationships. What Either someone is a Sakha of Krishna, a friend in a male body, or someone is a Sakhi, a friend in a female body. Age could be whatever, but there's only this friendship only, pure friendship, pure loving friendship. So Krishna sends Uddhava to Vrindavan to go and check the residents of Vrindavan and give peace, calm, solace to my friends, hmm, to my parents, and to the gopis. So Krishna speaks with his friends, he sees them, he speaks with them, he speaks with his parents, elderly gopis and gopas, and he tries to console, pacify Uddhava. He tries to console, pacify, calm them, give them encouragement, hope that Krishna is all over. You meditate on the Parabrahma, you meditate, he's residing in your heart as Narayan. Look within. All of this, he gives very good philosophy, but nothing could barge their consciousness, nothing could penetrate. Nanda Baba, Yashoda Maya, they were shocked. They were like, is he mad? What is he speaking? And it sounds as well so this na that oh, he's in your heart, see him in your heart. And Nanda Baba Yashoda, has he taken something? Is he into something? What's wrong with Uddhava? What is he saying like this? He's my son. Uh, he's my child. He's my son. Uh, and he's speaking like this. So they got, rather than finding any help and all, they got very confused and they were completely even more broken. Even more, as Uddhava was speaking more and more, they were more and more thinking of Krishna. It wasn't helping at all to the Brajvasis. They were going more deep in their remembrance, in their cry, in their thought of Krishna. Then Uddhava came to speaking with the gopis. Now we see in Bhagavatam, na, 10th canto, there are four songs, Brahmar Geet, Yugal Geet. So this Brahmar Geet, Srimati Radharani is speaking actually indirectly to Uddhava via this bee, song of the bee, na? Bumblebee, song of the bee, song of the flute. Then ultimate song. There's so many hymns, prayers songs of worship say in Bhagavatam, the ultimate, the topmost is Gopi Geet, the songs of the gopis. Us, we struggle to remember Krishna. For us it is a big struggle to remember Krishna. And for gopis the struggle was what? To forget Krishna. It was a big struggle, a big challenge for them to not think of Krishna. And they were telling to Krishna, they used to tell him, Krishna, don't do this. You have left us off for no good. Look at our state, look at our condition. We are not able to do any household work. We are not able to look after parents, family, husbands, children. No. We cannot cook and all. Kindly get out of our mind. And Krishna himself says, na, in Bhagavatam, we see Rasa Panchadhyaya. Krishna admits, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he says what? Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tatseva bhajamiham. Mama vartmanu vartante manusya partha sarvasa. That as one surrenders, I reward or reciprocate with them accordingly. So the gopis heard of this and they then made such a surrender to Krishna. They expressed their love, their emotion from the core of their heart to Krishna with such concentration, with such mood, joy, everything that Krishna responded to their to the gopis. He's saying, "Na paryeham nirvadya samyujam swaswadu krityam vibhuda ayushapima yama bhajan durjara geha shrinkala samvrichya tatva pratiyatu sadhuna." He said, "Na paryam, I cannot repay. Na paryam nirvadya samyujam. I cannot repay the debt I have on you, your loving devotional service. Ya na paryam nirvadya samyujam. Uh, Even if I have given the long lifespan age of Lord Brahma, Yama Bhajan Durjara Greha Shinkala. This loving devotional service, this Preeti, love, call, cry, what you have for me, how you love me, how you see me, everything. Uh, I cannot repay any bit for it. And this is so difficult. But you have broken all societal shackles, ties, morality, cut off everything for my sake, for my love, to give joy and love to me. How much? Krishna was confused, he was shattered. Like Krishna got to understand from gopis what it means to love someone, what is love like. As Sri Guru Maharaj says, na, Gurudev says what? Love is the most talked about phenomena or emotion. Most talked about, cherished, desired, wanted, uh, talked about phenomena, emotion uh, in this world, but the least understood or the most misunderstood. The love we say in society is actually bodily platform, bodily based everything, and it is actually lust only which appears as love. But the love of gopis, it appears as lust, but it is pure love. That is the paradox, that is the contrast. So Uddhava in Vrindavan, he was like he there was nothing for him to learn. But actually other than love, he knew everything, but not this Braj Preeti, Braj Bhakti. So he was shocked when he met the mother, father of Krishna, the elderly gopis, the friends. But he was completely shocked when he met the gopis and Srimati Radharani and having this dialogue and exchange. So much so we see Uddhava Maharaj, na, he also made then stutis. We see in 10th canto, 47 chapter, Songs of the Bee, I believe the chapter name. आसामहो चरणरेणुजुषामहंसां वृन्दावने किमपि गुल्मलताशदीनां यातुस्त्यजं स्वजनमार्यपथं च हित्वा Bejurmukunda Shruti This Uddhav Maharaj says, Asamaho Charanarenu Jushamamsa. That let me be a, overall he says, let me be a bush, a creeper, a grass, a flower, a blade in the groves of Vrindavan, in the paths of Vrindavan, in the holy land of Vrindavan, maybe somewhere in outskirts or somewhere. So that what when you gopis, when you walk, your feet, lotus feet, touch my head. This is my aspiration. This is my desire, and that is when I will find myself that yes, I perfected my life. And Mahaprabhu actually came us to give us this gopi bhav only, Radha bhav only. Gopi bhav. And what is gopi bhav? To experience the pain or the joy of the gopis, to experience the pain and joy the gopis go through. We feel painful when seeing the pain of gopis. We feel joyous when we see the joy of gopis. Our everything should be towards them. And Mahaprabhu experienced this rasa, and he found what? Not only sublimity, but he experienced infinite. God is unlimited, na? But it is only through his devotees, and amongst the devotees, predominantly the gopis, and amongst the gopis, the chief gopi, Shrimati Radharani, that God Krishna experienced unlimitedness, unlimitedness. And when someone is experiencing unlimitedness, then why will he be any miser? He's like there's nothing to, it is unlimited, so why to hold back? So Mahaprabhu has come experiencing this unlimited love of Srimati Radharani, is freely bestowing us, giving us this gopi bhav, wanting us to take Radha Dasyam. That is the message of Bhagavad Gita as well. Essence of Bhagavad Gita, overall Krishna consciousness. So Manmana Bhav Bhakto is the essence, right, of Bhagavad Gita. Now you tell us who has given their heart and soul and mind to Krishna. Who other than gopis? No one. Others also given, but gopis, they are the lead altogether. None like the gopis. So this and the prayers of the gopis, the stuti we see na, gopis sing such beautiful prayers. What in Gopi Git they say na, Atati yad bhavan charayan pashun nalina sundaram nath te padam Shinatrinan kure sidatitina kalilatamana kanta gachati. This is the udgar, the expression of love of the gopis. That Krishna, when you go out in the groves, when you go out in the fields grazing cows, Charayan Pashun, Nalina Sundaram, Nalina is lotus, Sundaram, beautiful, your Nath Te Padam, O Nath, O our maintainer, your beautiful lotus feet must be getting hurt, must be getting your soft lotus feet by Shila Trinan Purena, stone, hard rocks, the bush and creepers, everything. So on your sweet lotus feet, soft lotus feet must be getting hurt by all of this when you go grazing in Vrindavan, in the fields of Vrindavan, taking cows with your friends. So they experience, the gopis experience tremendous pain. Oh, it is a bit hot, Krishna must be hungry or getting the heat. All of this दिनपरीक्षये नीलकुण्टले वनरुहानुनं चारुविभ्रयम् घनरजस्वलो दर्शयन्मुहुः मनसि नास्मरन् नेम गच्छति. So this the gopis are praying that in the evening they wait, when will Krishna come? You know, the mood in Vrindavan is like this on a daily basis. Someone who is hard of hearing or someone who is hard of seeing, say. One who struggles to hear or to struggles to see. Uh, now, one who is hard of hearing, but just the vibration, the mood, the aura, the energy in Vrindavan. Krishna, as he leaves the house in the morning after having his breakfast, so his friends assemble. The friends come along. He also takes his flute. Friends take their flute. They play on the flute, and they leave the house and they take the calves and they meet up all these boys. They come outside Krishna's house. On the way, they collect other boys and all. Now it's such a picnic. It's such an atmosphere. It's such a mood in Vrindavan. And this is where we want to transport our consciousness. Guru Maharaj says the depth of my consciousness, the depth of my Krishna consciousness depends on the depth of my thoughts or the quality of my thoughts. How much am I in remembrance of the pastimes of Radha Krishna? This is we are speaking actually the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Our study of Bhagavad Gita is under Mahaprabhu Prabhu's parampara, under Srila Rupa Goswami's shelter guidance, under Raghunath Das Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur Maharaj Mahasaya, our acharyas. Bilva Mangal Thakur is our acharya. Uh, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and these are all Rasik acharyas. So we study under their guidance. And why should they want us to imbibe the same mood which they had, which they have? Generally in society also, a good businessman, a father businessman, successful businessman, what does he want? Oh, my son also becomes a businessman. And he's so pleased seeing my son become a businessman. And he prays, okay, you be a better businessman, more successful businessman than me. So our acharyas also want us to become Rasik Bhaktas, complete Rasik Bhaktas. You know, Vrindavan is a land of love. It's a crazy land of love. Mad people actually go there. Yeah, it's a fact. Uh, People go there, and what do they do? Cry. That is the land which makes us cry. Not in separation from family, relatives, and all. Cry for Krishna. So we learn to cry. We desire to cry. We want to cry. Even now, in today's day and age as well, Vrindavan ultimate mystical land. And blessed are those who can go and stay there, live there, and who go there and live there. And blessed are those who can cry there as well. Srila Rupa Goswami, the nectar of instruction, Rupa Goswami tells us this only in his instructions, that what is the ultimate mood for practicing Krishna consciousness. वैकुण्ठाजनितो वरामधुपुरी तत्रापि रासोत्सवात् वृन्दारण्यमुदारपानिरमनात् तत्रापि गोवर्धन राधाकुण्डमिहापि गोकुलपते प्रेमामृताप्लावनात् कुर्यादस्य विराजतो गिरितते सेवां विवेकिनक वैकुंठा जनितो वरा मधुपुरी. Higher than Vaikuntha is Mathura, Mathura Mandal. Higher than Mathura is Vrindavan. Why Vrindavan is where Rasu Stali, na? Stali means place, position. Now there's so many Leela Stalis, Leela place, position points in Vrindavan. Like in postcodes, na GPS, you give postcode and all. There's so many postcodes in Vrindavan, unlimited. Vrindavan is always expanding, na? Unlimited postcodes in Vrindavan, where unlimited loving pastimes of Radha Krishna has happened, is happening live. Take this as a question we should meditate on a daily basis. As we are interacting now, as we are assembled, as we are studying, or we are trying to build a mood, imbibe a mood, and all, how much of us, how many of us have this faith that Krishna is here? And by the way, whenever we say Krishna, we mean Radha Krishna. Never just Krishna. What have we got to do with Krishna without Radha? No. In Vrindavan they say, na, Bina Radha Shyam Adha. What have we got to do with Krishna without Radha? No, we have got no business with Krishna as such without Radha. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a Yugal mantra. Radha Krishna are our worshipable deities, our lovable deities. So, whenever we say Krishna, we mean Radha Krishna only. And our relationship with Krishna is because of Radharani. We are Radharanis and we are always on her side. And because our Swamini, she loves Krishna the most. So, yes, we also love Krishna. So, this so many unlimited, yeah, this. How many of us have this faith? Na? As we are assembled now, we should have this faith that Krishna is also here with us. And again, when we say Krishna, we mean Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna are present, they are here. They are right here, wherever we could be situated in Karuna Bhavan, ISKCON, Scotland, or in where Edinburgh, uh, or in Seattle, or somewhere Paisley, or California, or we could well be in maybe in I don't know a place called uh, Gerlingen. Does anyone know where is Gerlingen? It's by the way, it's in Germany. In Gerlingen, Germany, we could be Brocknetter or wherever. Say, but we should have this faith that yes, Krishna is here. Krishna is with me. Krishna is watching. So Radha Krishna are present. And what is the purpose of all our whatever study, japa and all? It is to make them happy. Nothing else. To make Guru and Gaurang happy. And for that we need to have simplicity in the heart. That is what Krishna is asking. Make your heart simple. Now Krishna is three bent fold, na? And our acharyas pray, look Krishna, you are three bended, but your heart is the most simple. Bodily wise, his body is a bit deformed. Three bended, na? Where neck, waist, and knees is three bended. But the heart is the simplest, the purest. Radha Krishna in Vrindavan. Simple life, pure life. Guru Maharaj also says this beautiful word. It is simple to be happy, but difficult to be simple. It is simple to be happy, but difficult to be humble. Yes. So, Sarva Dharman Parityaja means be simple, be humble. That is what. And once we become simple, once we become humble, we will understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita, which is Manmana Bhavana. The fruit of simplicity, the fruit of humility is what this entering into the eternal loving past, conjugal loving pastimes of Radha Krishna. So we should have that faith that Krishna is here, He is with me, He is watching. But not like, okay, He's supporting me in my life, go through the ups and downs. No, no. We should be through that stage sooner the better. Now our engagement has to be of a different level altogether, transcendental level. Na? So when we do japa, we could be living alone, na? Maybe in Brazil or Germany or France, Italy, uh, York or wherever. We could be living alone. But we are never alone. And we just need to have that consciousness. Then we can see Gauranita dancing in front of us, Radha Krishna, the whole Ras Mandal can appear manifest in front of us. Just if we give up this cheating mentality or we make our heart fertile, humble, simple. So this is the atmosphere in Vrindavan. Krishna leaves home. Imagine mother and father. We want to transport our consciousness. We want to think this. This sort of thinking is genuine, is transcendental, is helpful. This is connected with our eternal source, with our eternal identity. In society, if I think, oh, I look like this, I look like that, or I'm handsome, I'm smart, I'm good at money, and all this, these are all temporary. Uh, I'm rich or poor, everything temporary. But I'm Krishna's. This is eternal. So now we want to transport ourselves, thinking, what? Look, it is morning time. Morning time. Around 8ish or something, Krishna had breakfast. Now Krishna with his Balramji and other cowherd boys friends with their calves, they are going out of their homes, and all the elderly gopas and gopis are coming along. They all come. Those who cannot see, they also get sense of it, and they hold someone's hand. Okay, you come and take us. It's okay if I'm hard of seeing, still whatever I will see. Those who cannot hear, still fine. I want to be there. Take me to the spot. Where is Krishna? Where is Balram? And Yashoda going along, others going along. Now they have given their heart and soul. Now it becomes very difficult to return for them to go home. It becomes very difficult for Krishna as well. And it is tremendously difficult for the gopis. So they pray this. The gopis make amazing these prayers, all these prayers. Dina Pariksha is that you go in forest and this you get soft feet and you get hurt by stones and all. Then, as the day finishes, you return and look. As Krishna returns, he becomes even more beautiful. The cows and calves are walking ahead of him, their hoof prints from the dust in Vrindavan touched by the feet of the cows, calves, what devotees of Krishna, associates of Krishna, and that creates an impression on his beautiful face uh, with curly locks of hair, and Krishna becomes even more beautiful. And the gopis, they wait in the evening, when does he return, when does he return. Throughout the day they are singing and chanting his glories and somehow doing their household work. This is manmana bhav mat bhakto. This is what the gopis experience they give. We see na atati yad bhavan charayan ahani kananam. So gopis actually they experience this shan kalpa kal, for a moment appears for them to be like a millennium, and a millennium appears to be like a moment. When they are in separation from Krishna for a moment, that moment appears to be like a millennium. And when they are in union with Krishna for a millennium, that millennium appears to be a moment. That is the nature of love. So this is the nature of giving hearts and soul to Krishna. And who gave this? Who did this? Gopis. Others also, but no one comes close to the gopis. No. Others also in life, contrast is an amazing thing. When we see some contrast, we find absorption, fascination. So Pandavas are bhaktas in Sakya, Dasya, Vatsalya Bhav, pure bhaktas and all. And everyone is very good in their position. But from the point of view of neutrality, the Gopis Bhakti is the topmost. Mahaprabhu says, na, Ramya Kachi Dupasna Vrajavadu Vargena Yakalpita. So Gopis devotion is the topmost altogether. So this is the essence again, Man Mana Bhav Mad Bhakto. The mood in Vrindavan, the heart of gopis altogether. Like Uddhava, he is praying, and the gopis, Udgar, their expression, Lord Krishna himself saying. So Arjuna says to Krishna that very good Krishna, very good, well spoken. but this is not for me. I cannot give my heart and soul in this battlefield like that. No? So then Krishna says, okay, become my devotee. I acknowledge, okay, you cannot give your heart and soul. Okay, fine. Become my devotee, at least do that. Man mana bhava. No, cannot do that. Then mad bhakto, become my devotee. Now, what is the definition of devotee? Na? When we say devotee, we mean pure devotee only. This must should be understood. Na? So, anya abhilashita shunyam gyan karmadi anavritam anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhaktirottama. That no other desire, even desire to be pure and all, no. Pure lover of Krishna, complete joy to Krishna, complete for the shelter, care, protection, and everything of Krishna, that only. That is pure bhakti. Now Arjuna, he is thinking, Bapre, what are you telling Krishna? Look, I'm in the middle of a battlefield. I cannot do this. I cannot have this pure sentiment, pure attachment. I've got things to do. I have to make quick decisions, fight, so much things happening. And you are saying, always think of me. Be practical, Krishna. And you are saying what? That become my devotee. You know what is the standard or definition of devotee? Anya Bilashita Shunya. So Arjuna, and actually Arjuna is representing us. We cannot, we, this is the essence, but we are far from the essence. We don't think of Krishna. What to speak of always. When we do japa, do we think of Krishna or we forget Krishna? Look, our irony, na? We are calling out his names only. We are chanting his names, but we are forgetting him. What more to say? We are so spread out. We are hardly any concentrated. So this becoming a devotee is not for us. Even more, look at our situation compared to Arjuna's situation. Say, look at our precarious, dilapidated condition, fallen state. What? Arjuna, his chariot was gifted to him. By whom? Agni Dev. That the benediction that the chariot won't burn. Our chariot is what, this body. It is just falling apart only. Young age we have so many disease and problems, health issues and all. Then Arjuna Gandiv, the bow was given to him by whom? Indra. Shivji, demigods given him the bow, the arrows. Now us, what is our bow? What do we carry in our hands? This useless mobile phone, completely torturing our brain altogether. Shattered our minds, our peace taken over by mobile phone altogether. Then who is on Arjuna's chariot? Hanuman, who is roaring, giving him so much of courage and enthusiasm. Who have we got as friends? Mundane personalities. Arjuna's, his horses, who is controlling his horses? Krishna. Who has got the reins of his horses, his chariot? Krishna has got. What are our horses? The five senses, the mind. Wow. They take us all in different directions now. Our intelligence is polluted, filthy. So our situation is completely very horrible. Who are Arjuna's opponents? Duryodhan, Bhishma Pitama, Dronacharya. Who are our opponents? Lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, illusion. We are in a battle against this only, our own ignorance. Who is our enemy? My own ignorance is my enemy. My own attachment to matter. My own misidentification crisis. My own ego, puffed upness. That is my struggle, my fight. So we are in a tremendously dilapidated, fallen condition, very poor state. Now, how can we become a devotee like this? Now, the definition of devotee is what? Anya Bhilasita Shunyam. No way. No. Who is a devotee? Na? Who is a devotee? Again, who gave their minds? Gopis. Who is a devotee? We see many pastimes, many stories, Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, all of this. Then closely we see Bilwa Mangal Thakur. Wow, what a devotee, what a mood say. Bilwa Mangal Thakur. We understand that some kings, Yamunacharya, what a message he has given, and some other kings like that. Bilwa Mangal Thakur, he wrote Krishna Karnamrit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his tour of South India found this literature. He was very pleased. Amazing literature, Radha Krishna pastimes. Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, these are devotees. Look at their devotion. We have got no. Who is a devotee for us? For us practicing Krishna consciousness, who is a Brajvasi? Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev is Brajvasi for us now. And when we, Vas means what? Taking shelter. So when we take shelter of the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, then this Braj Bhakti will open up to us. That is the sutra. This is the principle, the code, the formula altogether. So we see Bilva Mangal Thakur's Bhakti. Na? He was previously, let's say, he was so attached to sense gratification that he came out of a crematorium ground, some funeral rites he performed. And then he was so much attached to a prostitute. The weather was horrible, thunderstorm, earthquake, heavy rain. And he came out of a crematorium gown doing some funeral rites, but he wanted to associate with a prostitute. So doesn't matter, dark night, midnight. He went. He crossed a river. He could not find, like, he crossed a river taking the support of a dead body. Then he crossed the other side of the river. He had to climb a big wall. He took the support of a snake and climbed the big wall. He didn't care dead body or snake or anything. He was so absorbed, obsessed. Then he went into the house of this prostitute and she was shocked that, you, what are you doing here? And she said, wow, had you had half or a little bit of this determination to see Krishna, to love Krishna, you would have perfected your life. These words of the prostitute pinched him, pierced him. He left the prostitute's house. Then he went towards Vrindavan. He made his move towards Vrindavan. As he was journeying towards Vrindavan, he somewhere stopped to drink some water. As he was drinking water in a pond in a river, he saw some ladies there come to fetch water, and they were uh, put the pots on their heads and they were walking. And Bilwa Mangal Thakur got agitated seeing some ladies. He followed one particular lady, say, who had pot on her head, carrying water. She was walking forward. He was chasing. He was following her. He went to her house. Then he knocked in the house. He spoke with her husband and he told her husband openly, clearly, directly that I fancy your wife. Uh, I find your wife very beautiful, attractive. Where is she? Can I associate with your wife? Okay. And Brahmana's wife, Brahmana husband, Brahmana's wife, the mood is okay. He has come as a guest. He's making a proposal and offer and all. What do we do and all? So, anyways, like the wife came about okay with some drink or and to receive the guest. And you know what Bilma Mangal Thakur says? Hmm? Kindly pass me your pin, the clip from your hair. Women then tie their hair na, and they put sometimes these clips and all. So give me some clips from your hair. She was like, what will you do? No, give it to me. Okay. He held them clips and what did he do? He, with these two clips, he plucked on his eyes and he plucked his eyes out altogether. Became blind, bleeding and all. She was shocked. Huh? And they gave some treatment and all whatever, and then he came out of the house. And what now he's chanting, because he said, wow, hell to my pathetic life. I've come to Vrindavan, I'm on the way to Krishna, but look where my thoughts are, where my mind is, where my consciousness is. I'm seeing woman as a sense enjoyment, as an object of my enjoyment. I want to associate with her. Such a gross, mundane sense gratification am I carrying and all. How can I attain Krishna with all this lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, illusion in my heart? No way. Uh, what good is these eyes? Are they obstacle? He plucked them out. And he's now again chanting, glorifying, thinking of Krishna going to Vrindavan. And he's finding absorption, sweetness, sublimating, purity in his prayers. He's expressing dedication, enthusiasm, a firm eagerness, a willingness, utkanta, desperation to see Krishna. And as he's making his way to Vrindavan, now who appears out of his call? Krishna appears. Krishna comes as a young boy is always a young boy. Krishna appears to Bilva Mangal Thakur and he speaks, Baba, to kotha, where are you going, Baba? Where are you going? Oh, Baba, have some drink. I got some buttermilk. Take some buttermilk. Uh, and where are you going? I can assist you. I can help you. Oh, I'm going to Vrindavan. मैं तो वृंदावन जाओ I'm going to Vrindavan. Oh, Mo Vrindavan jao. I'm also coming, going to Vrindavan. Come, Baba, I can help you. We go along. Uh, we talk and go. So Krishna, he holds the hand of Bilvamangal Thakur. See this? See this? Now we going to Vrindavan. Evening time, the night, dark time. Krishna is holding the hand of Bilvamangal Thakur. They are walking together, chit chatting, laughing and Bilva Mangal Thakur. Now the aura, the beauty, the smell, the fragrance of Krishna. He's the treasure of his heart, na? Bilva Mangal Thakur heart is searching for Krishna eagerly, earnestly. And this is what Bilva Mangal Thakur also desires for our heart to cry for Krishna. Krishna is not at all far. He's not far. He's as far as our cries. So they having this dialogue, and then Krishna takes him and tells him, "Okay, Baba, तो वृंदावन आएगो, वृंदावन आएगो, हाँ, तो है बॉर्डर में वृंदावन को आएगो तो है घुस जा वृंदावन में that we have arrived Vrindavan, we are on the border, there is Vrindavan, go straight." And Krishna then disappears. And Bilva Mangal Thakur is shattered. He's shattered. He's in tears. He's crying. Imagine now this pain of separation. He's helpless. He's crying. He figured it out that Krishna, it were you only. I know Krishna, this was you only. This is your trick. And none but you only. You held my hand. You touched me. You took me. And now you have eloped. You have escaped from me. But don't worry, Krishna. You think, na, you can escape from me. You think you are that powerful? If you have that much of power, then show it to me. How can you escape from my heart? I won't let you escape from my heart at all. I won't let you sneak out at all from my heart. I will tie you with the ropes of my devotion, with the ropes of my emotion, with the ropes of my remembrance all together. Prove it, show it to me. How can you run away? So this is devotion, na? Bilwa Mangal Thakur's devotion, other devotees' devotion. Same when Krishna also, na? Yashoda, devotee life means a life of crying only. Yashoda, when she sees Krishna, she is crying. Yashoda, Nanda Baba, they leave the house along with Krishna Balaram. Morning time, they are going to the forest, and the gopi starts crying, seeing Krishna go into the forest, grazing the cows and calves with this separation. And they're so worried. Yashoda, have you packed your lunch? Have you taken your water bottle? Everything okay? And Krishna says, Maya, to chinta na kari. Maya, मोको दाऊजी है ना दाऊजी देख लेंगे डोंट वरी मदर बलराम is there, he's my elder brother, he will look after me, do not worry. Yes, I've got my food, I've got the lunch, I've got everything. And don't worry, I won't go far, I won't go too deep, we will return, we'll come home soon. Now you return, now you return, go home. So this they cannot stay in the home, all these gopis they come out. And then when throughout the day they are thinking, when is Krishna returning? When is returning? And they all assemble in the streets and all rooftops to see Krishna returning. Krishna plays his flute and returns. So this is bhakti. This is just a glimpse. And now, where do we stand? Nowhere. We don't do this bhakti. So manmana is the essence, but we cannot give our hearts to Krishna. No. Then mad bhakto, we don't have the capacity actually to do bhakti like this. No. Then Krishna says, okay, mad yajim, you cannot do this. Fine. Can you worship me, mad yaji? Uh, Worship to me. Now worship is also what? Na worship means everything has to be done with atmiyata, with love, with sentiments, with true sense of belongingness. And we see deity worship, beautiful seva, such a personal seva. And we see many devotees, they get darshan of deities. Deities appear to them, deities walk, talk with them. Sakshi Gopalna, deities giving evidence to protect the vows of the Brahmana. Now we see Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? Of devotee, he had deities in the house, but for some reason, business reason, he had to go out for some business event 3 days away. So he told his son that mother will prepare food, mother will prepare bhoga, nice roti, dal, chawal, and milk, sweets and all for Gopal. Now you make the offering. This is the offering plate. You know the mantra. I've told you the mantra and all. So you make nice prayer song and let Gopal eat. Uh, Make him eat, and then you have the remnants. And thereafter you can play, do your studies, homework, and all. Go to school. Okay. So son, look after Gopal. Huh? It's 3 days, and then when I return, I will make Gopal eat. You don't have to worry. Okay. Now, child simplicity, honest. Na? Mother made the preparation. What did the child do? He went into the temple room, he took the plate, the cups, everything, and he rang the bell and he made the prayer. He's saying this Bhoga Arti prayer. Bhaja Govinda Govinda Gopala Govinda Govinda Gopala Go Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote this beautiful song. Na? Bhaja Bhakata Vatsala Shri Gora Hari. Of all the sweetness, opulences, the beauty of Krishna is Lila Madhurya, Venu Madhurya, Roop Madhurya, Bhakta Madhurya, Prem Madhurya, is Bhakta Vatsalta, his sweetness of his devotees. Now look, whatever Krishna does, he does out of his sweet will, to out of the sweet desire of his devotees. What did he not do? He appeared as Lord Ramchandra and he killed Bali from behind. Uh, Now this is on a societal sense, it is like a dosh, it is a fault. Oh, look, God cheating, God did cheating, that he killed Bali from behind. But Krishna doesn't care if I'm cheating or not cheating. Only thing he cares is the love of his devotee, and the desires. That is only what he cares. That is only what he knows. How to please my devotees. For the pleasure of his devotees, he does anything. Krishna, he himself demonstrated that I am not attached to my words. How? He told Arjuna, I will not pick up arms. But then Arjuna was not fighting against Bhishma Pitama. So Krishna got agitated and he picked up arms. Why? Because Bhishma Pitama was going to kill Arjuna. And Krishna picked up arms. So Krishna doesn't care whatever I have promised or not promised. He is not attached to his words. He is not attached to himself. The only thing he is attached to is to the pleasing his devotees. So Bhakta Vatsalta. So now in that complete giving joy to Krishna, this young boy, 4 5 year old boy, he makes this offering to the deities and he is praying to Gopala. भज भगत वत्सल श्री गौर हरि श्री गौर हरि सोहे गोष्ठ बिहारी नंद यशोमत चित्त हरि है ना. Bela holo Damodar esho ekhona. Okay, it is lunchtime, Damodar. Come here. Huh? Bengali is such a sweet language. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said na, that people from Europe, America, people from Germany will come to Mayapur, Sridham Mayapur. Europeans, English, and Germans, they will learn Bengali. They will study this language, Bengali, and they will sing and dance in Bengali madly. Yeah. বেলা হলো দামোদর এসো এখনা ভোগ মন্দিরে বসি করো ভোজন ভোজন না? It's getting late. Come, Damodar. So this boy is praying. It's getting late. Gopal, এসো এখনা করো ভোজন এসো বসো আর নেও ভোজন করো. So come, sit and have this food. আমার বাবা বাড়িতে নাই. My father has gone out. He's not in the house. Mom is doing the cooking. I have school to go to, Gopal. You know, if I don't go to school, teacher becomes upset. My parents become upset then. I have to do homework as well, and my friends call out. I have to go and play with my friends as well. Gopal, is it not? Did I not call out you properly? Why are you not coming then? Did I not chant properly? Did I make a mistake? Kindly forgive, Gopal. We are friends. Please come now, eat. Otherwise, my Baba will be upset. My Baba will come. What do I tell to Baba? Now, Gopal is under pressure. He cannot resist, you see. This boy is calling out like this. So the deities appeared and they ate and they took prasada. 3 days, then the father returned and he asked, okay, did you feed Gopal? Yes, yes, Baba. Yes, I fed Gopal. I made him eat and then I took prasadam. Good, good, bhalo. And the like parents, yes, yes, he took the roti, he ate the rice, dal and all. And then what do you mean? Literal, yes, literal, not figuratively, literally. So they were shocked. And they said, okay, next time you make the offering this time, huh? I'll give you the plate, you make the offering, and let's see if Gopal comes and eats. And the father is in the next room or behind the wall, peeping through the wall or somewhere, trying to see is Gopal coming. And now the boy is praying. What happens? And Gopal is whispering to the boy, saying, no, I cannot come. Your dad is here. I cannot come. He's watching from behind the wall. Oh, don't know. Yeah, dad is there. He's watching from behind the wall. Dad, don't watch. Or dad, come. Dad, it's because of you Gopal is not coming. And then Gopal actually comes. Father sees and stunned. So this is worship. This is na Madhyaji. Amazing again, so many pastimes, so many devotees, how they have done worship. Worship means there has to be cleanliness, there has to be punctuality, and more cleanliness than punctuality, there has to be purity. Without purity, what worship is there? So we cannot do this, Baba. We cannot do. Madhyaji Mamna. We are not at that level. As Ambarish Maharaj says, na Savai Mane Krishna Padar Vindayo. We are not at that level. So what then Krishna says? He says, Mam Namaskuru, offer obeisances to me. This at least this much we should do. With some intent, yes, this much we can do. What? Fall down at the lotus feet of Krishna. We can offer our pranams, we can offer our obeisances to Krishna. And in that we can have some meaning that yes, Krishna, I'm really suffering. Please help me out. This call sort of we can make, we can do. I'm following Krishna. I understand, I realize. I need lots of training. I need lots of devotee association. Kindly do that arrangement. This much prayer. Our prayer to Krishna is that Krishna, I'm not pure. I'm not pure enough. And I can never be pure enough. And I know you can have me as I am. But it is my ignorance that is telling me, no, no, you have to be pure enough. Krishna cannot have you like this. No. Uh, a sense of claiming comes in, not a sense of acknowledgement. Krishna is wanting us to acknowledge what? That I am not pure and I cannot be pure enough. And yet I desire you, Krishna. Yet I want you. Yet I love you. I desire to have you. So kindly make yourself available. Please, will you? That. What made Pandavas win the war? Not their arms and things, that is secondary. What made them win the war is before the war started, Yudhishthir Maharaj crossed. He went to the Bhishma Pitama Dronacharya and he offered his obeisances to them, to the elderly, to the teachers. He sought their blessings and they blessed Vijay Bhava. May you be victorious. That is what made the Pandavas win the war. The Bhagavatam begins with what? Janmadhyasya yata. So our beginning of devotional service, our life, our happy birthday, so to say, our happy birthday will be successful when the last shloka in Bhagavatam says what? This not is it not the first shloka we can check now in Bhagavatam. Canto 1, text 1, chapter 1, text 1. It says, no, this is the Vedic aphorism, Janmadi Asya Yata, the birth. So our Krishna, it says, no, Krishna's is independent, everything, all cognizant. So our birth will be successful when we learn how to submit ourselves to devotees. And this is the last shloka in Shrimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, chapter, I believe, 12, and text 51 or 53, I believe. Uh, what? Nam Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukha Shamanam Tam Namami Harim Param. This Nam Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं pranamo dukkhasamanam tam namami harim param. So we understand the last chapter in Bhagavad Gita, the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarva Papa Pranashanam, it will take away all the sinful reactions, everything. Pranamo Dukkha Shamanam, when we learn how to offer obeisances to Krishna, then all misery is taken away. And that is when Tam Namami Harim Param. For us to attain transcendence, to glorify our birth, we just need to learn how to submit ourselves to the devotees, and it's a loving process. Real friendship is with devotees only we can have, not with could be my mother or father, brother or sister, even husband or wife or children. But if not devotees, we cannot connect at heart level. So real friendship can only be with devotees. So Krishna is saying that Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. Yes, this at least we can do. So when we learn to offer our obeisances means what? Giving ourselves, giving our heart, not just bodily lying down. Yes, that also there, but in wholesome, in all consciousness. When we submit ourselves to Vaishnavas, to Shri Guru, then we can learn how to do daily worship. Huh? Then we can come to a platform wherein we know how to worship Krishna. Then we can come to a stage wherein we can become a devotee, what it means to be a devotee of Krishna. And then we can come to a stage wherein we fully always think of Krishna. And how will this happen? When we submit ourselves to Guru and Gaurang, to Vaishnavas, when we take the shelter of a bona fide transcendental spiritual personality. So this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. This is the message of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna consciousness. And we pray to come to take this message, to come and take this essence all together. So thank you very much for your patient listening and encouragement, and continue blessing us. If there any question or any addition or comment, then kindly say. Again, although not sure, I don't think so I have a capacity to answer any question. And but yeah, if anything to add, then kindly add, please. One thing is a fact, whosoever has attained Krishna has attained him after crying only. So we need to learn how to cry. If we are not crying, we are not advancing in Krishna consciousness. And this cry means physical cry. Yes, physical cry, minimum, more than that. And if we are not crying, we are not advancing. And this is not for show. This is bhajan is internal. It is deep. Krishna consciousness is internal. Our cry, call, practice has to go very deep, very internal. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much again for your kind cooperation and participation. Pray that we all wholeheartedly take this message of Bhagavad Gita, the essence, the message of Mahaprabhu, the Sar, and sublime our life altogether. Hare Krishna.
His Grace Anand Vigraha Prabhu ki jai.
Jai